Instagram. So now we are going live on YouTube. I love my face whenever I'm on Instagram. Instagram gives me the glow. While YouTube, I don't understand StreamYard. You guys are making me not to look my best. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today? Happy Sunday. Today marks the first Sunday of the second quarter of 2023, and I'm really excited to be here. Hope you're excited. Those of us on Zoom, if you can hear me, give me 111. Those of us on StreamYard, if you can hear me, give me 111. Those of us on Instagram, if you can hear me, please give me 111. I should be loud on Instagram. I should be loud everywhere. I believe so. Yes. All right. Today's topic is pretty simple. Today's topic is pretty simple. I want us to take the next 30 minutes to discuss about understanding who you are called to serve in your marketplace. Because the reason why a lot of entrepreneurs, more especially entrepreneurs that are less than 3 years old in the business world, they tend to give up easily. In fact, statistics has it that 80% of entrepreneurs give up. They quit their business within the first 2 to 3 years. Within the first 1 to 3 years, they quit their business. That's what statistics says. Okay, let me put this on do not disturb. So let's talk about understanding who you are called to serve, because if you are not clear on who you are called to serve at the early point of your business life, you're going to quit, you're going to give up, even in the midst of adversity, even in the midst of when you discover that you're not seeing results, you're not producing results. There is something many of us fail to understand, that each and every one of us, we have a learning phase. At your learning phase, don't expect to make money, don't expect to, just focus on learning and becoming a better version of yourself, increasing your capacity. Let me give you a story of my life, a fraction of it. I can remember when I made a decision to go into business fully, like that was 2017, May to be precise. When I made that decision, the first one year, I told myself that all I'm doing is learning. Whether I make money or I don't make money, I desperately want to learn and make mistakes as much as I can, because there's this video I watched about Jack Ma. I'm someone that I look at role models and I learn from a distance. So Jack Ma will say, fail, that your early 20s and late 20s is a time for you to fail as much as you want. Test a lot of things, fail, be great and be a failure at many things. But once you're 30, you need to be focused on something. All right. So May 2017, I went into the business world fully as a salesperson of one of the top organizations in the world. And I just told myself I was willing to learn. I wasn't interested in making money. Ladies and gentlemen, that mindset puts me in a position, in a state of humility, where I humbled myself, brought myself so low, performing tasks that was not assigned to me, contributing value in my best of capacity. For example, I'll go to the office on time, I will sweep, I will arrange, I will sit as a secretary and attend to people. Nobody is paying me. Now, while I'm doing that, my aim was to stand beside the shoulders of people that have succeeded in that organization. And for me to connect with them, I need to serve my way. So that was what I was doing. I was serving my way. Now, in the process, after May, June, July, August, okay, after 3 months, when they've gotten to know me and I was still learning in the process, there was this opportunity that presented itself to leave the location where I was and learn how to launch a business in a city that I've never been to. So I was like, please, I'm interested. And they said no, that I've not matured to that level. I said, I'm interested. Don't bother about money or taking care of me. You see, I already had the ownership mindset. I told them, don't worry about taking care of me, and I'm not interested in making money. I just want to follow you and just watch what you are doing, see how you're doing it without talking too much. Ladies and gentlemen, that alone opened the mind of the person, my senior business colleague that I was to follow. And he said, okay, no problem. That since I am going to take care of my bills and I'm not focused on making money. I just want to learn and observe. That was it for me. So why am I saying this? Understanding who you are called to serve is an important factor in the marketplace. All right. Recently, I was speaking with a group of people. I call them my MVP inner mentee. I shared with them I shared with them the importance of spirituality in one's business life. Now, what I'm about to tell you right now, I never knew it in depth consciously for the past will I call it, for the past 18 years I've been in business. I have not known it in depth. Not really 18 years. For the past, let's call it 16 years I've been in business. I didn't know it in depth. Not until last year. I came to understand the true meaning of spirituality. Before, I wasn't a spiritual person. Yeah, I'm a Christian, but I'm not that like into it. And I was an awkward Christian, like a special hybrid of Christian. But last year, I became aware of my spirituality in a deeper level, and I was able to connect intimately on a deeper level with my divinity. Why am I telling us this? Because as a business person, as an entrepreneur, you need to know that the purpose of God for you is not that you should live only by surviving. Barely, whatever comes today, I take. Whatever comes tomorrow, I take. You don't live your life casually. Because if you try to live your life casually, you end up becoming a casualty in life. If you live your life, let me take that again. If you live your life casually, you end up becoming a casualty at life. All right. So I need you to know that the purpose of God for you is not that you should live life only barely, like surviving, but it's that you can live life in abundance, abundantly. Now, you see, whenever you don't have an abundance mindset, something around you become limited. Even your perception of things become limited. When they give you a glass with water halfway, instead of you to see that the cup is half filled, a limited mentality, a scarcity mentality will see the cup half empty. But someone with an abundance mindset will see the cup half filled. All right. So your growth will be affected if you don't have an abundance mindset. And it's going to affect the way you see things. And not only that, your perception of things will be limited. There's this thing one of my mentors always say. He said, you cannot grow above the level of your mental conditioning. Meaning, you cannot grow above what you know. You will always be stuck. There will always be a roof preventing you from growing. So you can never grow above the level of your mental conditioning. And that is why you really need to embed in yourself an abundance mindset, a growth mindset. This right here, my friend, this right here it's how will I put it? This is what it means to experience abundance. And that's why I need you to understand that Jesus' purpose for us is he died for you and me so that we can have life and live life in abundance. So I need all of you to repeat after me. Repeat after me. Abundance is my birthright. I would also like each and every one of you to write it down so that you can recite it as a personal affirmation for yourself. Abundance is my birthright. I live in plenty. I live a premium lifestyle. The premium lifestyle, luxurious lifestyle, the abundance lifestyle is meant for me. Now, you need to keep affirming this to yourself on a daily basis. Because when you affirm it on a daily basis, you are having a serious conversation with your subconscious mind. Because many of us don't know that the mind we possess is the greatest gift God has given to humanity, has given to man. Nothing separates us as a human being from animals. Everything in a human being is in a peak. The difference is the mind. As a science student, I can tell you that for sure. Nothing separates we as a human being with animals. The only difference is that the human being has something between our ears called what? The mind. So if you understand how to control your mind and the power of your mind, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, you're already living an abundant life. So you need to affirm this to yourself every day, because if you do it every day, you are having a serious conversation with your subconscious mind. All right. So back to our topic today. I just said let me digress a little bit. So back to our topic today. The topic for today is, who are you selling to? Who are you selling to? I want you to personalize that question by saying, who am I selling to? Because the people you're selling to are very important as much as what you are selling. Let me take that again. The people you are selling to, they are very important as much as what you are selling. And that is why you need to answer the question of, who do I want to sell to? Because when you understand who you are called to sell to, or who you want to sell to, you remove that mindset and that mentality of, oh, people are not buying from me. You no, but everybody cannot buy from you. You're only called to serve a specific group of people. So if you're new to this channel, if you're new to this life, I want you to um click on the like button. Trust me, you're going to like this content. And don't forget to follow on Instagram. Those of us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on post notification so that you receive every information, every valuable information that is being um given in this channel. And please do well to share the like button, invite as many people as you can to this live so that they can benefit as you are benefiting. Now, I wanted to remind us, if you're new to this channel, there was a section I did on YouTube that explained, that section explained the different kinds of categories of people you're called to sell. That is, I call it the larger market formula. Now, your understanding of the larger market formula puts you in a position where you know that you are not called to serve everybody. But if you make use of the larger market formula using the Pareto's principle, trust me, you're going to you are going to scale in your business in a very big way. All right. So I'm not going deep into that topic. I've treated that topic. So just go through my YouTube channel. All right. I did a podcast on that actually. So back to the question, who do you want to sell to? So before going about who you want to sell to, you need to be clear on whom you want to sell to. All right. If you're not clear of the individuals you're called to serve, the people you want to sell to, trust me, you're going to have issues in selling, in your business, in making money. So what is selling? Just like I taught us before, selling is an act of meeting people's need. That's basically what selling is. So for you to be a millionaire, you must sell something. For you to make money, you must sell something. We've already established that. All right. So once you've established who you are called to serve, the people that you are called to satisfy their need or solve their problem, the next thing you need to do is to pay attention to the 4 points I'm about to share with us right now. You need to pay attention. That's the essence of this life. I want to share with us 4 focal points we need to pay attention to when we are trying to sell our service, our products to people. The first thing I need you to pay attention to is you need to understand your customer's pain. Every customer, everybody have something that they have a pain point. I have a pain point right now. You have a pain point right now. Everybody have something that they are not happy about in their life that they will want to get rid of. So you need to understand that your product, you need to understand the need that your product will meet in the lives of customers. And those customers are your target customers. For example, if you're selling best spread, you should ideally know the people that you are called to sell. If you're selling babies' clothes, you already have an idea of who you are called to sell. If you're selling these bracelets, this kind of bracelet I'm putting on, you already know who you are called to sell. All right. So your understanding of the need that your product is meeting in the life of your customer puts you in a position where you can understand their pain points. You put yourself in their shoes to understand their pain points in order for you to communicate your message very well to them, and you guys will connect. The moment they see your message, they connect with you immediately. Why? Because they can feel themselves in your message. For example, the job of a car is to move people from point A to point B. So ladies and gentlemen, give me an example of your favorite cars. Drop it in the comment section. Give me an example of your favorite car. Drop it in the comment section. Funny enough, the car that my favorite car, I don't even know the name yet, but I know it has this logo of Ford is it four zeros or something in an exotic way. Okay, I can see Bugatti, Range Rover, Rolls Royce, Lexus, Maserati, BMW, Mercedes. Fantastic. I love all these brand of cars you guys are mentioning. Now, I need you to notice one thing common about all these cars. All these cars you just mentioned, they are all meeting an emotional need. Either they are meeting an emotional need or they are meeting a status need. Emotional need means maybe you want to buy it for your wife, you want to buy it for your husband, you want to buy it for your mom, for your dad, you want to buy it for somebody. That's emotional. It could be that you're buying the car to meet up your status need, as in status, as per showing people that you've arrived, you are in this class and not in this class of life. Is also another need is lifestyle. People buy car based on the lifestyle to mash up their lifestyle. I was watching one of my role model, Grant Cardone. He bought was it a Maserati? And he was like, people should give him that he was making a video that he went to waste his money on dumb cars. And he was advising people, do not buy dumb cars with the fruits of your business. Rather, the third generation seed or the third generation fruits of your business should be able to buy your car. Meaning, when you're in business, running a business, you're making money. That profit, put it back into your business to generate more money, which is the second generation. The second generation should be put into a vehicle that multiplies more money, that will give you a third generation. So you should be spending your third generation income in what? In servicing your luxurious life. And he was like, it took him 40 years to do that. In today's world, a lot of people are not ready for that kind. They are not patient enough. But that's not what we are talking about here. What I'm trying to illustrate here is that as much as you desire a car, what's the need a car solves for people? It moves people from point A to point B. And there are different needs. It could be emotional needs, status, lifestyle, premium needs. So understanding this puts you in a position where you can call out your customers. For example, there are some cars that are not being advertised on social media. If you want to buy Rolls Royce, you can't see Rolls Royce. You don't see them advertising on television. You don't see them advertising on social media. You don't see them advertising on newspaper and magazine. The only place you see Rolls Royce is when they're having air showers. That's what they call it, air showers, where they're advertising aeroplane. There are some kind of cars that they advertise, but the advertising model is to call a group of people within a level, a range of class, like maybe they are at level 20 in life. They'll just send them invitation. They will come and party. One thing I love about we successful people is that we monetize our pleasure. They come to party, and in partying, they know that you can afford the car. All right, so people that sell those kind of car don't advertise those kind of car. They already know who they are called to sell. All right. Unlike the normal car, Lexus, Toyota, you see by the road, everybody, they are just displaying that one for everybody. All right. So that is why any problem or need you identify in the life of your customers or people, please and please ensure that is a need or a pain point that they desperately want to remove or satisfy. Very, very important. So I ask you again, what need or needs is your product or your service meeting in the life of your customers? Because you need to be clear on that. You need to be very clear on that, on the need that you are called, that the need that your product or your service is meeting, or the problem, the pain point that your product or service is solving. Believe me, the answer to this question right here will determine who your customers are. It will determine who you are called to serve. All right. So the first is what? Understanding who you are called to serve. The second is affordability. So when we talk about affordability, we are talking about affordability means purchasing power. So you need to ask yourself this question: do my customers have the capacity to buy or pay for my products? Do your customers have the capacity to buy or pay for your products? Can they afford it? What is, if your answer is yes, then the next thing is, what is their psychology? Like, what's their mindset when it comes to buying your products? So that with that, you'll be able to speak to them through your message and shatter all the objection that they are likely to raise in their mind. Another thing you need to ask yourself is their demography. Where do they congregate? Where are they located? Is it online? Is it offline? And remember, be specific. Don't be generic and say, they party weekend. Where do they party? What do they do on a weekend? Do they go to play golf? Do they go for a swimming game or something? You need to be specific. All right, so you need to know exactly where they congregate. Is it online? What do they like doing online? Do they like to do they follow a particular influencer or a profile online? For example, if your product is called to serve leaders, then you should know that you should be targeting all those that are subscribed to John C. Maxwell page on all social media. Now you are being specific. I'm just using that as an example. So please, I need you to do your research, carry out your research. Then location, very important. I've addressed that. The third thing is scaling. Scaling means growth. All right. Should I get it? Okay, let's just see that. Scaling means growth. Okay, so this level of scaling I'm about to talk about is more like level 1 scaling, not level 3 scaling. When we talk about level 3 scaling, we are talking about you moving from working in your business to working on your business. But that's not the level of scaling I'm talking about. The level of scaling I'm talking about is you need to know if your customers, people you're called to serve, are they a growing market or is it a finance market? Meaning, is the market expanding or is it just a small market? So here you need to carry out your research intensively to know if it's a growing market or if it's a finance market. For example, people that I had this friend when ASU was on strike, he complained to me that he went broke. He lost all his business because he produced ice cream on the campus, and he had a whole lot of badges of ice cream before they went on strike. So he built his business within a limited environment. So meaning any external factor can affect his business. So you also have to pay attention to that. All right, scaling. So the last one is customer lifetime value. What's the lifetime value of your customer? So when I'm talking about lifetime value here, what you need to pay attention to is you need to understand the concept. Okay, how do I put it now? Okay, you need to understand this concept of customer life value by bearing in mind that when you sell to your customers and you make sales as a result of selling to your customers, your first sale goes back into marketing. Many of us, once we make money, and I've seen this common among some early businessmen. I love using the Igbo businessmen, for example. You know, there are men and there are boys in business. So when boys start business, they start seeing small money, they get excited. Small money, they get excited, and the thing that comes to their head is, I have arrived. Let me buy a car, let me buy a house, they are removing money from their business into things that are not producing money. And therefore, they are starving their business. And as a result of starving their business, within 2-3 years, their business collapsed. All right, that's the boys in business. But the men in business understand that this business, for me to start reaping the fruits, I'm going to focus on building it with over a long period of time. For example, let me ask us a question. If I should give you ₦1,000,000, if I ask you to choose, either I give you ₦1,000,000 right now, and you don't pay me back. How do I put that? Either I give you ₦1,000,000 right now, you don't pay me back. I'll give you that 1 million right now, just once, you don't pay me back. Or you choose, I give you the ₦1,000,000 over 3 years, you'll be paying it back. Did I ask that question correctly? I'm trying to see the frame by which I'm going to ask that question so that you guys will understand. How do I ask that? How do I ask that? Okay, let me put it this way. I have Mr. Kingsley here. I have Mr. Peter here. Mr. Kingsley and Mr. Peter, Mr. Kingsley and Mr. Peter, they both have 1 million naira. So Mr. Kingsley decided to start up a business immediately, stock up his shop and open for business. But Mr. Peter decided to take a fraction of that money to go learn from successful people that are doing well in that business before he starts up his business. Now, in 2 years' time, am I giving this example? There's this illustration I'm trying to give in my head. I don't know if I'm mixing it up or if it's coming together. I know the end of the story, but the beginning of the story, I don't know it. I can't remember. I don't seem to remember it. Okay, so after 1 year, this young man here that started a business with 1 million naira, stocking his shop, and every day he goes to the market, sits in his shop and pray to God to make him a millionaire, meaning he's opening his business with hope, meaning he's running his business with hope that people will pass and see his signboard and enter his shop. Whereas this guy that went to learn his business, after learning from a mentor that is doing well, he went to start running his business and he started practicing everything that his mentor taught him. And he scaled over a period of time. All right. But this story does not illustrate what I want to say. It doesn't illustrate what I want to say. I'm just trying to remember the story. The story of a young man that took his okay, I think I get it now. I think I get it now. Okay, two young men, Mr. A, let's call him Mr. A, had 1 million naira. Mr. B had 1 million naira. So Mr. A was asked, what do you want to do with your money? He said he wants to use it in buying a property, a house. In fact, he wants to buy a house or build a house. Mr. B was asked, what do you want to do with your money? He said he wants to invest that money into his business. So we're like, okay, go about with your decision. Mr. A bought a house, and in 2 years, that house worth over 8 million naira. After 2 years, we came to Mr. B. Mr. B was still struggling in his business. 5 years later, we came back to Mr. A. We asked Mr. A, how far with your house? He said, thank God. But now that house, the value of that house has depleted from 8 million to 5 million. He's doing well, right? Mr. A is doing well in business. So Mr. B was asked after 5 years, how far with your business? He said, thank God, but he's still growing. 10 years later, Mr. A was asked, how far with your house? He now said that house has depleted because it now worth 3.5. He wasn't maintaining it and I don't know what happened. So he lost the value of his 1 million. But Mr. B, for the period of 10 years, was reinvesting everything he's making into his business, and he was able to expand and grow. And in 10 years, Mr. B now makes 1 million profit from his business comfortably. So guess what? With 3 months profit, he can buy off that house that Mr. A have. Why do I try to tell you this story? I want each and every one of us to bear in mind as a business person, as an entrepreneur, that your first sale goes into marketing. When you are making sales, your money, 40% of your money should go into taking care of yourself, other expenditure, liabilities. But a huge part of your money, this remaining 60%, 20% should go back to investment in yourself, 40% should go back to investment into your business. And that investment into your business, a portion will be used to create a better experience and also create an atmosphere for a repeated transaction for your customers, which will give rise to you having more products for them. I don't know, do we understand what I just said right now? If you understood what I just said right now, type value in the comment section. That was why I tried to tell a story before I say what I want to say. So it means when you're making money, make sure you feed the beasts of your business. Put it back into your business. Keep reinvesting. In the process, also grow, invest in yourself so that you can grow in knowledge to have the capacity and ability to keep growing your business. And always remember what I said, that you only eat the third fruit of your business, meaning the luxurious life you want to enjoy should be coming from the third fruit of your business. All right. So if you can achieve this, fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah, I can see you. All right. So if you can achieve this, if you can achieve everything I just said right now, you must have built a brand over time that has grown bigger with more products and more audience to buy from you. All right. So that is it about identifying who you are called to serve and the 4 points you have to focus on. So the assignment I have for us today is, I need you to use these 4 focal points: understanding the pain points of your customer, affordability, scalability, and what's the last one? Someone should remind me. And what's the last one? Someone should remind me. What's the last one? Your customer lifetime value. How to expand your customer, how to expand your audience. All right. So the assignment for each and every one of us is, use these 4 focal points I gave us to answer the question of who are you called to serve? Who are you selling to? Now, those of you on my inner circle MVP, submit your assignment in the Telegram or to my email, while those of you on Zoom and Instagram, you can submit your assignment privately to me or you drop your assignments down the comment section of this video. All right. So before we go, I need us to note something. I need you to know that your real money when you're building a business is in your ability to sell to your warm market. And your warm market are people that already know you, like you, and trust you, and they are already in your sales funnel. Why? Because you need to learn how to nurture people over time. And you can achieve this by offering a full value chain process to them. Create a follow-up system. Offer people more value down the line as they keep being in relationship and in connection with you. As they keep being in your funnel, keep offering them value. When you consistently offer them value, notice what will happen. They will come back to buy from you. And when they come back to buy from you, they will buy from you over and over and over again. And this is what I call repeated transaction. I can give you guys, let me tell you something for free. The last business I was into for a period of 5 years, I learned how to follow up people aggressively, whereby I had customers that said no to me at the first exposure of meeting me, and later they said yes to my business or my product or whatever service I was offering after 2 years, some after 3 years, some after 4 years, some after 5 years. Guess what? When people say no to me, I don't take it to heart. As a professional salesperson, it's either I try my best to communicate with them to understand why they said no, because no is just a lazy way to find an excuse to leave instead of you expressing yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, you need to know that people in this world, in our world, 80% of people don't know how to express themselves. And that's why they look for the easy way out. No. So either I dig deeper to know exactly the reason behind your no, or I keep giving you value. I don't cut the relationship. I maintain the relationship, because relationship is the new currency. All right. So this I can promise you. Secondly, you need to learn how to reinvent your product. Reinvent your products. You can do naming formula, you can do repackaging formula, but learn how to reinvent your product so that your product can always look appealing in the sight of people in such a way that you can sell to them multiple times over and over again. This secret of reinventing your product is not just in your product, it's also about in yourself, different areas of your life. Learn how to reinvent different areas of your life so that people that knew you yesterday, the you they see today, your product they see today, will be far different and better than what they saw yesterday, and will be far greater than what they will experience tomorrow. Because this life is all about giving people awesome and amazing experiences. So that is it for today. Hope we got value. If you know you got value, please drop value in the comment section. Do we have any question? Do we have any question? Daniel, I can see you. Do we have any question? All right. So please carry out your assignments and submit. So those of us in the inner MVP mentorship group, so let's take our conversation to the group. Thank you very much. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to click on the subscription button. If you're on YouTube, those of you on Instagram, smash the follow button and do well to follow me. Turn on your post notification so that you receive notification of everything we do on this channel. We offer you a value, success, purpose-driven information that can help you grow. And not just that, you can also check my profile. Use the link on my bio to learn more of what I do, Eminent Augusta. And also you can connect with me directly on WhatsApp or any of my direct channel so that we can bond, communicate together. And if there are areas I can help you with through the services I offer, you can learn all about that on my website. So click on the link on my bio, www.eminentaugusta.com, to learn more, and see you in our next episode. Have a great day. Instagram, thank you. Bye. And YouTube. Have a great day.